watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Oh, y'all, forgive me, okay? Forgive me. Y'all did not have any reviews for the past 2 days, and I just miss y'all. Like, seriously, I feel like, I just feel like, something was missing. I was like really close to recording a video. We're recording a review yesterday, but time was just, it was just crunch time. It was just so short. I just had a whole lot going on, but we are back. We are back officially. Okay. Today on triple feature to make up for Monday and Tuesday. So yes, and then we already here. Today is Wednesday. So yeah, y'all gotta get y'all review today. But anyways, thank y'all for bearing with me and forgiving me. And I thank y'all for watching. Like, seriously, for those of you who be leaving comments, let me know that y'all appreciate the review or y'all are going to check out the film, all that good stuff. I so appreciate it. Like, seriously. Your comments do not go unnoticed. I read them all. I respond appropriately, all that good stuff, and I'm just so thankful that you all take time out of your day to watch these reviews and just have a good time with me. I so appreciate it. So thank you. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Christmas in the Smokies. You can actually find this film streaming right now on Amazon Prime, but first let me tell y'all what this film is about. A young woman battling to save her family's Smoky Mountain berry farm decides to organize a Christmas concert, calling in a favor from her country music star ex-boyfriend. Now, big watchers out there, I so love that kind of storyline when we have the main character fighting to save their family legacy, save their family farm, their family bakery, their family something. I just really enjoy those storylines. They never grow old to me. Y'all know I have mentioned I know it's somewhere in my history of reviews of different some storylines that have that same kind of similarities as far as like the main character struggling to save something that their family is struggling with. I just really enjoy those because it usually calls for faith, for that character to strengthen their faith in the Lord, and it usually calls for like only God can help them in this situation. Like nobody can do nothing. It just really boils down to God, and I just love that because it just encourages me, and of course I have to share that with you all. So anyways, y'all, so here we meet our main character. Her name is Shelby, and Shelby is super sweet, very strong will. When you like, she has that aura about her when she steps into a room, like she commands that room. Like there's just something about her. She's just very assertive, very confident. She doesn't like give off any kind of weakness, even though we know as human beings we all have things that we're just a little bit area that can be stronger. We have a little weakness there, you know what I'm saying? But with Shelby, you don't get that. She has like this hard exterior, and she could come off kind of like, if you don't know her, like maybe a little bit mean, but she's like so sweet, so like gentle, and very just like like when you get to know her, like I'm talking like I know her for real. But when you get to know her, she's like super sweet. Like seriously, she loves her parents. She loved like their farm and different things like that. And you get the only thing about her that I say, like she comes, like I said, she has that bit of a hard exterior, but that comes from having dealt with experience in her past with this guy named Mason. And y'all know how that go, okay? Like her and Mason, like seemed like they just had everything going. That probably was her first love. And she had so many expectations from this guy, and for whatever reason, they went off on their different paths. He went off to do his music thing, and then she kind of stayed home in the country, look after her family, and just kind of got settled in where she was. But it seemed like she never really got over him. Like she was still holding on to different things that they had in the past that they just never got any closure on. And so you kind of really feel bad for her in a sense. And little by little, like when he comes back home into her life, in a sense. Little by little, you can see little different elements there that he kind of left. Like there's a little bit of brokenness there, and you just feel so bad for her because you can tell that none of it was her fault, whatever they went through in the past. But Mason, like, he doesn't seem like the same guy that she remembered. Like, a lot of time has gone by. You can tell that there's some growth there with him. But at the same time, I see that he's trying to make up for the past. Not that he's trying to rekindle anything at this point in the film, but he does feel bad for how he left things and all of that kind of stuff. And he changed. He's grown. He's matured in a lot of different ways. But of course, when you have dealt with somebody from your past, although you may have changed, you may have grown, you're not that same person that they remembered 10, 15, or 20 years ago, they still have that image of you. And it's kind of hard to get out of that, to break out of that shadow. And that is what Mason is dealing with right now, as he's dealing with Shelby here, that she still remembers that same boy, that same immature, selfish guy who broke her heart because he was more concerned about his instead of hers. And so you see that kind of going on, but at the same time, she doesn't really have time to dwell on that because her family's farm is in jeopardy. They are behind. They have like 2 mortgages out on the farm. And they have no clue how they're going to pay this. They got like only a certain amount of weeks to get this paid off. Otherwise, they're going to immediately go into foreclosure to start the process here. There's nothing the banks or anybody can do, even though they have a good reputation in town. They have pretty much exhausted all their means and the help that they have gotten over the years, and people are just like, even though they want to help, they cannot do anything at this point. And you just feel so bad for this family, but at the same time, I can see that they're dependent on God. They're trusting God to come through for them, to help them some kind of way. They have no clue how they're going to get this money. It's a large sum of money, like over $60-something thousand, and it's like, how in the world is this going to happen? And so they're dealing with that. So you have that going on, as well as Shelby dealing with her past and the whole Mason thing. Then you got Mason and his own story that he's dealing with being this singer, this country singer. A little bit of unfulfillment there, but at the same time, he still has that same passion that he had when he was a lot younger, willing to go after his dreams by any means necessary, not even thinking about other people who he may hurt or anything like that. He still has a little bit of that he's battling right now in this season of his life, especially when certain opportunities are presented to him. And it's like, what are you going to do here, Mason? Are you going to repeat the past, or are you going to step up and do something different? And so all of that you're going to have to find out on your own as you watch this film. But I'm telling you, it's definitely going to put you in that holiday spirit, that spirit of Thanksgiving. At the same time, it's going to remind you how faithful God is. And at the end of the day, that is the only one we can count on. That is the only one who will not change, who will be there no matter what. And so this film does remind me of that we all go through things in life because it's just a part of life. But at the same time, we cannot put our trust in the means of man. We cannot put our trust in man. We have to always trust in the Lord. And although we hear people say that constantly, that is the ringing thing, especially when you hear preachers, pastors, whatever, or even when people are encouraging you, they're always saying trust in the Lord. And it is like, what does that look like? Because you're still human at the end of the day. You still have those emotions. You're still looking at the circumstances right in front of you. Your eyes are showing you something that is totally contrary to what the promises of God are showing you. And it is like, how do you trust? It's easy to say trust, but what does it look like? How do you do that? And I feel like this film does give us a kind of a glance into that. How does that look? How do we kind of like will in our emotions and kind of get a hold of our emotions while we are trusting in the Lord, all that good stuff. I feel like we get a little bit of taste in this film, and a whole bunch of things. Overall, yes, you're going to be entertained. It's going to be fun. The story is amazing. The characters are wonderful. You're going to be drawn into everything. You're going to feel like you're right there in the mix. So yes, smoky, smoky, smoky. Christmas this was In The Smokies. Once again, that's what this film is titled. You can find it streaming on Amazon Prime. And before I leave you all for this morning, because I do plan on this video coming out in the morning, make sure y'all get y'all your triple feature today. So we're going to go ahead and get into our scripture, which will be coming out of, I know it's in Hebrew, I know it's Hebrews. All right. Hebrews 11 verse 6, and it reads, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him." That's all I have for y'all for this video. Y'all know I love to hear from y'all, so please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because it does help me out to know where you all are at. Are you liking these films thus far? You know, how can this channel be even more of a service to you, be even more helpful to you, all that good stuff. I love to hear about. I'm always open to hearing that type of thing. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.